These man are trying to make bullets that bounce from galdem to galdem. I see what you're saying. You know what? Carry on doing your thing. What's good, guys? You're right. It's the Otis Jones Show, the show where I get random topics picked by AI and I have to get drunk and chat shit about them. Let's go again. Bro, I rate this thing, you know. There's sick first topic. So basically, in 2023, scientists discovered a previously unknown type of polar bear living in Southeast Greenland. First of all, this is the thing. This is why I don't fuck with the wild, G. Yo, the wild is wild, bro. They're discovering new polar bears. This isn't like a deep sea animal. This isn't like in the ocean because we've only discovered like... I was about to pull out a random statistic out my asshole and just be like, yeah, we've only discovered this much percentage of the ocean, bro. I have no idea how much we discovered, as if I was going to know that off the top of my head. Actually, I'm going to stand on business. We've discovered 12% of the ocean, yeah? So obviously we've discovered 5% of the ocean, yeah? All these animals that we haven't discovered, I completely understand. We've only discovered 5%. Polar bears. How are we finding new polar bears? Like, where they been at? Brother, they're catching shotters in satellites, Rubai. How they're discovering polar bears now, G? You know what I think it is? It's because polar bears are the same color as the eyes. So I reckon all shotters, yeah? We gotta dress like the neighborhood. Why are we saying we, bruv? I ain't never shot nothing in my life, bruv. But yeah, man, you know them convenience shops that are always like sponsored by Ray and Nephews. The man them got to dress up like Ray and Nephews colors so that the satellites can't spot us. You know what I'm saying? Just be posted up. So anyway, this... so anyway, this... Why am I laughing, bro? I'm laughing at my own incompetencies. I think Claude AI is running out of topics, you know, but it's all good, man, because I've been asking them for fucking multiple topics a week, and eventually you're gonna hit a downturn, you get me? But we're still gonna talk about it because that's the show. Scientists in Germany announced in 2024 that they accidentally created bouncing liquid metal drops that can move on their own for up to an hour. I remember when I used to be able to do that, boy. I used to have stamina in the bedroom. Luckily, I've been on that creatine lately and been going gym more, so I got more testosterone so I can do rounds. But, boy, that's alright though. If gal them can bust multiple times, so can the man them, you get me? It still gets too much though, bruv. I remember one time, bruv. Sometimes women act like man them don't have insecurities, bro. When you've bust like 6-7 times in a weekend and then they still want to go again, you're just like, fam. Like, I can't say no or else I'm a bitch. I can't lie though, as a man, even when you don't want to do it, you get into it eventually. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the gal them. Carry on doing your thing. Anyway, what the fuck are we talking about? This bouncing liquid be bouncing, bro. Bouncing liquid is kind of fire. Bruv, it bounces up to an hour by itself. You gotta bear in mind, basketballs like bounce by themselves for a certain amount of time, but that depends on like where it's dropped from. But this thing's in a lab. I can't imagine they're dropping it from the top of a fucking skyscraper. Even if a basketball's dropped from the top of a skyscraper, eventually it's gonna stop bouncing within an hour. This metal's crazy. This is why I don't fuck with scientists, bro. What are you doing in there to create that, bruv? Like, you accidentally created liquid metal drops that bounce for up to an hour, but like, you're doing something around the realm of bouncing metal drops to make that happen. Why? These man are trying to make bullets that bounce from galdem to galdem. I see what you're saying. You know what? Carry on doing your thing wherever this is. Germany. Yeah. Checks out. Anyone that's ever seen an episode of Sexcetera knows how them Germans get down. You get me? I remember I had an ex that introduced me to Sexcetera. I can't remember what channel it was on, but I didn't have it at my house. So like when I went to hers and we'd just be chilling on the late night, she'll be like, oh, I want to watch Sexcetera. I'm like, cool. Best show ever. For those of you that don't know what Sexcetera is, it's just a show that like basically you always just see this wild shit that these fucking people get into in like Brazil and like Eastern Europe, like any of these, like it's mad. It's a sick show. The funniest thing about watching Sexcetera is there's stuff that you had no idea existed, and then you just watch it and you're just like, I had no idea I'd be into that, but man, things moving right now. All of a sudden you're next to your girlfriend and she's like, oh, I didn't think you'd be into that. I was just like, I didn't know I'd be into people fucking through a wiener schnitzel, but you know, you learn something new every day, innit? Another space topic. I like space topics still. So NASA's fucking whatever the fuck they're called. So basically, one of NASA's missions successfully returned to Earth with samples from an asteroid Bennu. I don't know why we're always looking for asteroids, bruv. There's asteroids all the time. You know, I didn't realize this until recently. Like, bare asteroids hit Earth every time. Like, we're in the middle of an asteroid field and we're just meant to be cool with that. I rate that though. I feel like asteroid attacks is just God being like, yo, live a wholesome, happy life and treat people nicely in it, because at any point this could go and then you just died as a dickhead. Anyway, they got the sample, and then when scientists tried to open the sample container, they found the screws were stuck due to the space debris, requiring levels of careful planning just to unscrew a lid. And apparently these screws were like IKEA level things, so like basically everyone's making jokes because even NASA struggles with IKEA. Listen, this thing's no joke, bro. I remember one time I failed coursework because of IKEA. So basically, I first got to uni and I ended up breaking my bed. I could do that way more smoothly. First, let me reload. So basically, when I first got to uni, I ended up breaking my bed. And I'm definitely keeping in the outtakes. Fuck. I remember the only beds I put together were the ones that like my parents bought when I was living at home. It was like a pull-up thing where the bed legs were like this, and then as you pull it up, it goes like that and like comes up. I thought all beds were like that, innit? I get to uni, yeah. It was only a 1,000-word essay. That's a 2-hour job. I already had the research and everything. I was working night shift the night before, got back at like 7 a.m, got up at like 2. I was like, boom, 2 hours for the bed max, 2 hours for the coursework. Then I got multiple hours to get ready for work. Fam, that bed came through. I worked on that bed for 6 hours. Had to go work without showering. I did not know at the time beds, unless you got all day, is a 2-person job. Brother, I got like both feet holding up 2 different things, because you got to hold up the 2 different things to screw in the one thing. So I'm using both these hands doing the thing, and I'm just like holding all the other tools in my mouth, and it's just mad. And then you know what's fucked up? That bed ended up breaking too.